So now, as I told you, we are starting with a DAX functions. DAX function, you can also call it as DAX measurement. Okay. So here we have three statements. Okay. You can create the DAX measure using this new measure, okay, which consists of the formulas. Okay, it will be a formula basis. If you are not familiar with the formulas, if you can't able to remember the formulas, you can also use the columns and create the formula. No need to type the formula. You can create the show the columns, which operation you want to do, everything you can show. Based on that, formula will be automatically generated. Okay, we'll be using new measures, we'll be using quick measures, and we have one more thing, that is new column. Those concepts also will be coming under your DAX function itself. So for everything we have a file, we'll continue with that. First of all, I'll load the file, go into a get data, I'll send this file to the management, they will share you. So right now we have two files, as I told you, one is DAX customer and another one will be, yes, customer one and orders is the one. Both are in Excel format. So we have a sheet. I'll show you what kind of sheet it is. See, we have name, order ID, date, product ID, city, and states. These are the data we have. No need to transfer. Just go with the load. I load the data. Now, customer is loaded. Likewise, I load the orders as well. Orders. When orders is loading, I'll select the file and click on load. So here also, I think so more or less similar data we have. I'll show you once again. Now, once it is loaded, we are ready to go with the back squares. So, what is sum? Sum we have seen in advanced Excel as well. What is sum basically? Basically, sum is nothing but when you want to do the operation of addition, we'll be using sum, right? Where it is a simple formula when it comes to your Excel. But when it comes to your Power BI, the major thing is you can't do the formulas manually. Okay, if I want to do the formula, where should I do? Okay, if there is any formula like sum, count, minimum, maximum, count, destin, unique. Okay, so unique, everything. These are the formulas. If you want to do such kind of formulas, which option is useful for this? So in this case, you can use your new measures. So once you have loaded the file, your new measure option will be enabled as well as the quick measure. So now I'll be starting with new measure. There are two ways. You can directly click on new entries, or else you can right click on the customer, okay, wherever for orders you are creating, or customer, for whichever. Right now, let me create for orders. Right click on orders, okay, orders. Okay. Right click on orders, you have new measure, new column, new quick measure. So these are the three options which is for DAX measure. So I'll be clicking on new measures. You can do both the options. So now you can see a formula, a small formula bar is open. So let me continue with the formulas here. So the first formula will be, I want to count the number of orders. Okay. Number of orders I want to identify. In order ID, how many order ID I have? I want to count that. Okay. For that case, I'm using count. Count. Now I'm not using sum, I'm using count. Count of orders. Count of orders. Count of orders is equal to count is equal to count. Open the bracket. Okay. Open the bracket. Count is the formula. After opening the bracket, you have to show which sheet it is. Okay,
Of
which
ID.
sheet it is. In this sheet, which column it is. Okay, I want to choose order ID. You have to follow the syntax. First, a square bracket. Sorry, a square bracket. To the square bracket, you have to show the sheet name, that is order. Within the square bracket, which column it is. It should be enclosed with a square bracket, like this. Okay.
Okay.
Once it is taken, close the normal bracket as well, then click on enter. Okay. Now, if you see in your right hand side, in the order sheet, a column has been created, a section is created, a field is created called as count of orders. Count of orders. So for what case I will be using this? Okay, to get the data. Okay. Now I can't take the data. I can't count number of orders using the visual. It is not possible. In such cases, you can use your new measure. How it will be useful? Like now I want to see number of order ID. Number of order ID I want to count. So now I'll take a table. So the new measure has been created. I'll apply in this table. Okay. Now if you see, count of order is 100.
Okay.
Count of order is 100. Like this. Let's continue with the next one. Right click. If it is multiple sheets, like customer is a sheet and sorry, customer is a file and order is a sheet. Both are different sheets. If you want to apply on a specific sheet, if you want to do a new measure on a particular sheet, please right click on it and do it. You can also do it here, but it will be little bit confusing. Better go with the sheet one. Right click on the sheet where you want to create, then click on new measures. Okay. Now, if I want to count number of rows in order ID, okay, we want to count before we have counted how many order ID we have.
Orders.
If it is a
Mhm.
repeated, no issues. How many orders we have, it's okay. If we have space, no issues. Everything will be counted. But now rows is counted. Rows. Okay. So here I'll be not showing any kind of column name. I'll just start with the formula count of orders two. Okay. You can't give the same name. Remember that. Here I'll give count count rows, count rows, open the bracket. I need to show orders. Okay, order is a sheet, and then I'll close the bracket. No need to show any kind of column, it is not necessary. Enter. Okay, now it is taken. I'll take a table quickly. Count of orders two. I'll drag and drop. So here also we got 100 as a value. And since it is representing, we have 100 rows. Okay, 100 rows. It can be header, footer, whatever it is, but we have 100 rows. Now, next. Now let's use in this way. I'll click on new measures. Okay, new measures, backspace. First remove the measure is equal to. Now I'm using formula which is to count how many unique order ID we have. Okay. In this case,
Mhm.
if for an example, order ID we have starting with 123 is a order ID. Okay. And we have 456, 567, something random number. But 123 is at the first. If the same 123 is repeating in the column, those things will not be counted. Only unique category will be counted. For that, I'm applying the formula unique. So this unique before is equal to whatever I'm typing from count of orders to now I'm typing for unique count of orders, unique count of orders. So these kind of labels you can give anything for your understanding. It's not like you have to
Mm.
give the same thing. After is equal
Okay.
to whatever I'm giving, the same thing you have to give. There should not be any changes. But before is equal to you can give anything. So this thing
Count.
distinct count. Okay, so distinct count will be counting only for unique
Order
order,
IDs.
order ID.
Mm.
We are focusing on order ID. Open the bracket as usual. We have to show the column name and sorry order name, sheet name as well as the column name. Okay, I have shown both, and then at the last close the bracket and give enter. Okay, I'll take a table again. So where it is here. Now if you see it has been taken in external, but I want to create in orders. Let us see if we got the data, it is well interesting. We got the data as well. Here also we got 100. In sense, number of orders we have 100, number of rows also we have 100, and there is no any
Unique orders
repetition.
also.
Yes, there is no any repetition. Every order ID has been taken account of 100. So everything are getting the same result. Now, let's continue with the next one. Let's go with sum. Sum of orders. Sum of orders is nothing about our basic understanding is addition. Simple thing. Now, let us focus on orders. We'll right click on this because there we have every kind of data. That is the reason I'm choosing with your order sheet. New measures, new measures. Now, now let's take sum of orders. As I told you, sum, sum of orders is equal to sum is equal to sum. So the street name, my street name is orders. In this, I want to count. Remember, now we are taking a sum of orders. We know if it is the sum of orders, we can apply the sum only for the column where we have values. Values is nothing but numeric, okay?
Yeah.
Numerical column. So now I'll be taking quantity. Okay. What is the total quantity? What is the total quantity? Now at the last I'll close the bracket. Suppose if you want to give any kind of let me say like comment, okay? If you want to give some comment for this formula, you can hold your shift, give enter, so that it will come to the next line. Okay. If it is the lengthier formula also, you can do this plus enter. It will come to the next line. Then for this, you can't type a comment just like that. You have to start with double backslash. Okay, you have to start with backslash, and here you can give like total of quantity.
Is
Okay,
it alt enter
total of
alt enter you have given or what it is to come
no,
to the
it is
next
not
line?
alt enter. It is shift enter.
Just enter. Okay.
Shift. You have to
Shift
hold your
enter.
shift.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Okay.
you have to
Yeah.
hold your
Yeah.
shift and enter,
Okay.
and then I'll give enter. So now let me take a stake column chart. And the one which we have done is sum of orders. I'll take sum of orders and put it in. So I'll enable the data labels for this. So the total sales is, sorry, total of orders is, so the quantity is 2.90. Okay, it is 2,857.50. This is the total of quantity. Okay, so let's go with the next one. Right click, new measures. So let's take the profit. Okay, profit. So let's come to a conclusion like which column we have to take. Okay. I want to get a result as profit. Okay. Profit cost. Okay. Profit cost, cost, profit, anything. Profit cost. So what we'll take is selling price. Okay. We'll
Mhm.
take selling price. Selling price, we have a column. We have a field here. Selling price.
Product
Selling
cost.
price minus product cost. Very good. Product cost.
Yeah.
Okay. So product cost also we have, selling price also we have. We subtract this. Then we will get a value which is product cost, sorry, profit cost. So let's start with the formula. Profit, profit cost is equal to sum is equal to sum. Open the bracket, the normal one. You have to show the sheet name. It is orders. Here I'm taking selling price. Clear? Selling price. Close the bracket. Minus, continue with the formula, no enter, minus sum, open the bracket again, the same thing. You have to show the order sheet name, and this we are taking product
Product
cost.
cost.
Product cost. At the last, I'll be closing the bracket. Okay? If you are done with one statement, one condition, close the bracket then and there. And next, we can speak with the next one. Once it is done, I'll click on enter. Then I'll take a table. Take a table. Here, I'll go with product cost in my table. So the total profit cost is 21,575. So this is the profit we are getting after selling price minus product cost. Okay. So till now we have used a new measure. Let's use quick measure as well. In some cases, most of them, okay, people who are well familiar with the formulas, they will be continuing with the new measures. If there is limit or escalation in this formula, then you can use quick measure as well. Quick measure I'll use now. The same thing, how we have done for profit cost, right? For the same thing, I'll be using quick measure. Okay, let's use how to use this. So right click on orders, new quick measure. Okay, at the last we'll say new columns as well. Now I'm saying new quick measures. Click on this. So in this, first you need to select the sheet which has to be taken. So here I am taking orders. Okay. Now, calculation part here I am taking sum. That is your addition. Okay. Addition. So how we used to do the report like drag and drop functionality, the same thing we'll be using here also. So base value I'll be taking as selling price, drag and drop, and value to add I'll be taking. Sorry, we are subtracting, right? I'm just added. So subtraction, selling price minus product cost. Where is the
Product
product
cost.
cost? Is product cost. The product cost is also taken. Now I click on. So remember, I didn't give any labels. That is before is equal to. I didn't type any kind of formulas, and I will also show you how the formula is recreated. I tell you. So now you can see the column has been created. Okay, see the label name, selling
Yeah.
price minus product cost. This is the column name, and the formula, you can see the same formula, okay, the same
Yeah.
formula which we have done. It has been enclosed with the sheet name. Whenever it comes to sheet name, it is enclosed with single inverted comma. That's all, no difference. So for this also, more or less, I'll be getting the same data, 21,575. Let's see that. So this is one. Yes,
Yeah.
21,575. Okay. So this is how you can use your quick measure as well. Quick measure. Let's use it for a different mode of action. Hmm, new measures. Okay. So I'll go with new measures. Let's continue with the lengthy formula now, like total profit. Okay. Total profit. Before, if you remember, I'll do one thing better. It makes more simple. Uh, the formula which we have done for profit cost, I'll copy the formula. Tilde is equal to. I'll copy this. Now I'll right click on this orders going to new measures. So here I'll give total profit, total profit is equal to the formula, the formula which I have copied. I'll paste that. I'll paste that. Okay. I have pasted that. But when you're copying and pasting and it is continuing with three or four formulas, sorry, three or four columns that time, you have to start with bracket after is equal to. You have to start with a normal bracket after is equal to. At the end, you have to close with a double bracket because since here I have started, this is the first bracket, this is the second one. For this, we have closed here. For this, we have closed at the end. Okay. So this is the value which we got 21,575 by taking the selling price minus product cost. But after this, we got a value that is 21,575. Putting this value, I have to multiply with my quantity. I want to multiply with my quantity. So what I'll do is I'll continue with the formula using multiply sum, multiply sum, open the bracket, orders, let's take quantity, and then you'll close the bracket. Here I have taken the selling price minus your product cost, whatever the value you get, you will multiply that with your quantity. Okay. Next, I'll enter. Yes, total profit has been created as a field. Now I'll take a table again. Total profit, drag and drop it in the table. So once it is multiplied, it is around 6 crore 16 lakh 50,562. So this is the value we got. Okay. So we have used your new measure, we have used your quick measures. Let's use new column back. So what is new column? What difference we have in new column? Before that, I'll copy this, whatever the formula I have done now, because the same thing I want to do it in new column as well. So one thing is clear, whenever you're using your new measures, either your quick measure is the one where we can avoid the formulas, okay, which we will be doing manually. In new measure, we have to do it manually. But the similarity between your new measure and the quick measure is this both are indicating to create a fields over here in a right hand side. Okay, and it will be
Okay.
created only in your Power BI, not in the Excel. So this is the difference. Okay, you have to create a field. New measures, you can use your, if you want to create a field, you can use your new measures, or else you can use your quick measure. Here. Now, what about new column? So new column, the column itself says, sorry, the name itself it says column. Okay. We want to create a column itself. We want to create a column where you will create. I will be creating in the data which I have loaded. So here you can see a data. So here we have the several columns, orders. Okay. Orders, order ID, product sales, selling price, product cost, and quantity. I want to create a new column over here. And it should not be replicated in my source data. Okay. In this case, I can
Okay.
use your new column. Let's use the new column now. Let's go with right click on your orders. We have used orders for more case. Let's use customer right now. So in customer, I think we have city, name, order ID, order name. Okay. Okay. Let's use it in the customer itself. Right click on customer, new column. So new column also indicates starting with the formula. So backspace here. So here I want to identify like weekdays. Okay. So weekdays, if you remember our advanced Excel, okay. So whatever the concepts I'm taking, it will be interconnected with your advanced Excel. That is the reason we have started with advanced Excel, especially on me. On me, I'll be starting with advanced Excel. Basically, there I'll give all the basic stuff, and then I'll continue with the Power BI where it will be connected. Okay. Now, if you remember in your
Okay.
Excel, I have done a concept of date function where I have showed you index formula, where you have to use it to.
Hmm. Hmm.
So weekday will be indicating like, do you remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? One indicates Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You remember this?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So the same thing we are applying here. Okay. So if I want to apply this, I have to take a source column. Source column. I'm not speaking about source data. Source column. The column will be indicating on date format. Here we have a date format, order date, right? So let's identify this. This date is falling on which day? Either it is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but it will be indicating in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So this is how it will be replicated. Let's continue with the formula. I'll give order day, order day is equal to weekday. Weekday. I'll open the bracket. I'll show the first sheet name as customer, and here I'll show a date format of date. Order date. Okay. Now it should be continuing with your date or day, month, sorry, month number or month, quarter number or quarter or year. Whichever you want, you can choose. But if whatever the things you choose, it will be indicating in 1, 2, 3, like this. It will be structured. So date is one, day is two, month number is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is structure. Okay, I'll tell you. Now I'll be taking day, okay, day, and then I'll close the bracket. Okay, everything is done. Now I'll enter. Okay, once it is entered, go to data. Here the new column is created. Here I told you, right, it will be indicating me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is done. Let's use another formula for new column. Last formula. Let's use like um, if you remember in our Excel we have done if, right, if. what it will be doing. So since we have taken a student data in Excel, we have taken a result as pass or fail. Pass
Pass or
or
fail.
now we have a sales data. Let's identify whether the order quantity is huge or is small. Okay, let's take this.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to continue with this, I have to keep a cutoff as well. Let's use that for orders because there we have a quantity column. Right click, new column, right click, new column, backspace. So let's give order, order category. Order category is equal to this. The formula remains the same. Everything will be the same. So that is the greatest part in Power BI and the advanced Excel. So you'll show the sheet name, that is orders, and then you'll show the column name within the square bracket. I think the column name here I'll be taking is this orders. I'll be taking quantity.
Quantity.
Okay, I'll be taking
Yeah.
quantity. Once you have showed that, you have to show within the square bracket. That is the major thing. Show that in square bracket. Then here I'll use a less than 30. Less than 30. Okay, less than 30, comma. If it is less than 30, you can also use less than is equal to, greater than is equal to anything. Okay.
Mm.
So here I have showed as less than. If it is less than 30, what should be the result? I'll give small quantity, quantity, and I'll close the double entered comma as well. Comma. It's not like every quantity will be below 30. If it is above 30, what should be the result? Then the result should be huge quantity. Huge quantity, double entered comma closed. At the end, the bracket is also closed. Then I'll give enter. Okay. So now I'll go to data. Okay. If you see here, it has been taken. It has been compared with quantity. Since it is, see the first one, 21. It is below than 30, small quantity. If you see 46, it is above 30, then it is huge quantity. So I just like HUD, which is HUD. It's okay. So this is how you have to use your new column as well. Okay. We're done with your new measures, quick measures, and also we have done with new column. So when you're practicing, please go with all the measurements. And when you're using quick measure, please go with all the operation. You have addition base, subtraction, multiplication,
Mm-hmm.
division,
Yeah.
everything you have, average, count, everything you have, you can do that. Okay. So I'll save this
Okay,
two
sure.
files to the management. They will share you. Okay.
Okay. Also, this recording
Okay.
as well, Bharat, for
Yes, yes.
reference.
Sure. I have the record. Don't worry. I'll send it. Okay.
Okay. And what is the DAX means? What is the full form actually?
That's itself it is a measurement, like new measure. We'll be
Okay.
calling as measurement. Okay. You can call it
Okay.
as
Okay.
now. For an example, we'll be calling as nested if in Excel, right? Nested if.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Does nested if have some any kind of meaning for that? No. The same thing.
Okay. Okay.
That's measurement is nothing but where you can do your field or the column using your formulas. Simple.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
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 Anything else?
Got it. Nothing. Nothing. Yes.
Okay, Krishna. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Bharat. Bye.
Bye.